Hi, first grade friends. I hope you had a wonderful Easter weekend. Hope you got outside to play a little bit in some of the nicer weather. I have a book to read for you today. It's called The Incredible Book Eating Boy. It's by Oliver Jeffers. And he's written several books. I can't remember if I read any of them to you. One is called Up and Down. The other one is something, but The Day the Crayons Quit. I think he wrote that book. So I thought this was kind of funny, so I thought you might like it, and I thought you would enjoy it. Anyway, The Incredible Book Eating Boy. And there's a picture of him eating some books. I don't think eating books would be a very good idea, do you? And Henry will like this because the boy's name in the book is Henry. Henry loved books, but not like you and I love books. No, not quite. Henry loved to eat books. It all began quite by mistake one afternoon when he wasn't paying attention. He wasn't sure at first and tried eating a single word, just a test. Next, he tried a whole sentence and then the whole page. Yes, Henry definitely liked them. By Wednesday, he had eaten a whole book. I wonder what it tastes like. Henry loved eating all sorts of books. Storybooks, dictionaries, atlases, joke books, books of facts, even math books. But red ones were his favorite, and he was going through them at a fierce rate. A fierce rate meant he was going really fast and like eating them quickly. And he ate a book about goldfish, and then he knew what to feed Ginger. Before long, he could do his father's crossword in the newspaper. He was even smarter than his teacher in school. Henry loved being smart. He thought that if he kept going, he might even become the smartest person on earth. So he kept eating books, and he kept getting smarter and smarter and smarter. He went from eating books whole to eating them 3 or 4 at a time. Books without anything. Books about anything. Henry wasn't fussy, and he wanted to know it all. But then things started going not quite so well. There's a book and it's chasing him and it says, "I'm going to eat you." In fact, they started going very, very wrong. Henry was eating too many books and too quickly at that. Bite, chew, 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 gulp. Oh, he's green here. Greener, greenest, boke. He was beginning to feel a little ill. By the way, the word boke is an Irish word for ejecting the contents of your stomach into the toilet. But here is the worst bit. Everything he was learning was getting mixed up. He thought 6 plus 2 equals 3. You know that that's not right. And then he thought 2 plus 6 equals elephant. What? He didn't have time to digest it all properly. It became quite embarrassing for him to speak. Suddenly, Henry didn't feel very smart at all. Then, after a while, and almost by accident, Henry picked up a half-eaten book from the floor, but instead of putting it in his mouth, Henry opened it up and began to read. And it was so good. Henry discovered that he loved to read, and he thought that if he read enough, he might still become the smartest person on earth. It would just take a bit longer. Now Henry reads all the time. He became the incredible broccoli-eating boy instead of the book-eating boy. So he does read all the time, although every now and then, can you see the edge of the book? Looks like he took a bite out of it. Maybe it was me that took a bite. Let me see. I don't think so. The end. Do you think it would be a good idea to eat your books? I don't think they would taste very good. You saw what happened to him. He ended up getting sick. So I hope you enjoyed the book today. Have a wonderful day, first grade.